was hoping he started a little earlier, but my body was just like, I don't want to get out of bed. I didn't sleep great. That's all I'm saying. Let's wait a bit. We'll get here in the meantime. Checking Pokemon Go. New event started, and I want to try to get as many Ditto as I can. Because I'm still looking for that shiny, too. So, Ditto, hang on. No. Not a shiny one. Oh well. So, I have not done shiny hunting on a stream in a long time. Last time I did was during the Fire Red, but I can only leave a red if I catch a shiny thing, which I got past Brock and then stopped on the route after. And sorry about that. Hey, stop that. Hopefully this will be more successful because I have better odds. I hope to get all three like a Shining Living Dex. But I only have about 3 hours. So the odds of that are kind of low. Also, got my sandwich from the fridge, which is very fitting. Because in order to get eggs, you make a sandwich. And this makes me very happy. Let's see. The pick doesn't really matter that much, honestly. Especially because I'm just going to be resetting the game every time I get a bunch of eggs that aren't shiny. So... just like with most shiny hunts, it's going to be kind of slow going. This is meant to be more of a chill stream. Because I really don't know what to do at the current moment. Thursday, I know for a fact Sonic Frontiers is going to have its new update out, so I can stream that, but... other than that, I don't really know what else to stream. So we're gonna... yeah, why not just do a little bit of shiny hunting? Why not? Seemed like a good idea. I know people are gonna complain that the 0 on the little, like, layout in quotes is not centered. Well, if I do center it, because of how this counter works, now it's not centered anymore. I gotta recenter it. And then I do that again. Go all the way to 100. Like this. Now it's not centered again. So recenter it again. Watch reset count. Boom, the zero's now just here. It's not very dynamic. I don't know how the hell to fix it either. So you guys just gotta have to deal with it. Oh well. I don't know how the hell I did it on Fire Red streams. Sandwich comes with a pickle because people at Firehouse subs are nice like that, I guess. Game does in fact seem to be running. So we're good. Also, eggs should not be slow. When I do this, I usually bring him right on. Hide the guy because it's clutter. Nice throw the ball. They seem to work. I clearly have some sort of collision with the ball. So if I have time for the Pokemon kick the ball right at me and it bumps me like that. I've had times where I kind of face the basket kind of like this, and they bump me with the ball so many times that I just ended up like over here. And sometimes it's gotten so bad to where, whoa, camera. Something's gotten so bad with it where I can't actually look in the basket anymore. I think one time I got bumps that way, just the table like this. Kind of as I was climbing on top of the table for a second there, which is kind of weird. So I run at the table. And the game kind of thinks it's I'm on top of the table! I've never done this before. And I could still look in the basket! Oh my god, this works! Well. I know the collision can be a bit when it comes to this table and basket, but never had this happen before. I was not ready. Well, I'm up here now. I don't know how I'm checking the basket from up here, but it seems to be going well. I didn't think you could walk on top of the freaking table. Probably just something to do with it's placed on the terrain right now. Because it's not exactly flat. It's flat enough for a table, but that's about it. Sandwich. Enjoying a sandwich, scrolling through Twitter, getting some eggs. It's nice and chill. And now the freaking heater's running and blocking out the game audio. Great. It happens to just be the same volume on the little bars in OBS as the freaking music. When the Pokemon actually be quiet for a bit. Which is really annoying. I normally get eggs faster than this. I don't know what the heck is taking so long this time. Maybe it just feels like time's really moving in a different pace than usual. I don't know. this probably won't be one of those exciting streams unless I get really lucky and get a shiny Rowlet on here. I hope to get 3 for the full line. I don't know if that'll happen or not. However, I could promise that if it doesn't happen during stream, I will get what I'm missing off stream, and I will get the full shiny line. I just need to go back and get the full shiny line for the other Pokemon from the Tier 7 raids. Because I think I have a Score Bunny and maybe a Froakie. And that's it. I never evolved them or anything. So, I should probably do that. But I always try to make sure I have at least one of everything I catch. It's more of a Pokemon Go thing than anything, but it's kind of just what I've done this whole time. My Pokemon boxes are very messy. So, whoops. Man, Capcom's going all out with the promotion for the Battle Network collection. They're doing a freaking NT Warrior Marathon on Twitch. It's actually kind of insane. Was not expecting that. All the series I thought would... all the versions of Mega Man I thought would get like this huge promotion. I was not expecting this much from Battle Network. Especially when it's just a collection, because the other collections have been kind of like, hey, look what we got. You got a bunch of the games that you love. Here they are, all in one place. Have fun. Also, we're splitting them into 2 separate volumes because, it made sense for the classic games because the first 6 releases one collection. All the NES games were all together, and then the next 4 were in the second collection. That made sense. And they came out a decent chunk of time apart from each other, you know? And then every collection after that, if it's more than 4 games, it's very likely it's gonna get split down the middle, and then just releases 2. I'm like, okay, this is kind of ridiculous now. And while they're doing all that, we've gotten, like, nothing else for Mega Man. Like, we got Mega Man 11 back in, what, 2017? 2018-ish? And then it's just been collections, like, absolutely crazy. I'm not sure if this is better or worse for Mega Man. It's like, yeah, all the content's being released for a new audience or whatever, but like... it's all old stuff again. Like, you think Mega Man 11 comes out, seems to be received pretty well, becomes the best-selling classic Mega Man game. Finally, classic game that takes the spot for Mega Man 2. And then it's just collections, which they were already doing to begin with. So it's like, what? That's it? I was kind of expecting a Mega Man renaissance over here, you know? But no. Mega Man's just been kind of weird as a series. Like, it ran strong for a while. And then when the X series became super popular, they kind of gave up on Classic for a while. And did all these different like, spin-off entries, and they finally went back to Classic in like 2008, and then like 2 games of that. X freaking died off in like mid-2000s and never came back. Battle Network, I think, had an actual ending. Zero Series had an actual ending. The ZX series freaking died off at a cliffhanger. Same with Legends. And like after like 2010, 2011, I think Mega Man just kind of fell off the face of the earth and like nothing came out. Like if you go and watch the freaking, what was it, the 30th anniversary video where they revealed Mega Man 11, you see like even when Classic kind of died off, there was still plenty of Mega Man out there. And then, like, 2010s, after Mega Man 10 comes out, he just kind of falls off the face of the earth except for a freaking shitty Chinese mobile game that died off just as quick as it showed up. And it's just a big, long stretch of nothing. So, like, in the beginning, like, the first, like, couple decades, Mega Man, you know, stopping every so often. We get to see each of the mainline games in each series. It's pretty cool. And then for like the last 10 years, he just freaking books it. He's like, nope, no time, gotta go. It's just nothing. Because like most of the Mega Man projects they were working on got canceled for one reason or another. And then when they finally give us Mega Man 11 after like, you know, Legacy Collection 1 in order to hype people up. Legacy Collection 2 was that at the time. Here's Mega Man 11. And then it's just been almost nothing but collections, and I think a Mega Man X mobile game. Okay. I was kind of expecting a big Mega Man renaissance. Because you're starting to actually do something with the franchise again. Like, it gave us a new cartoon that died after one season. Like Sonic Boom, but worse. Like Sonic Boom, people criticize, oh, Sonic looks different. It doesn't, that's not, oh. But then people it turns out they like it, but of course, like all the freaking hatred, Cartoon Network slaps it in a freaking like 5 o'clock in the morning slot. At least that series was, you know, still rated highly enough to get 2 full seasons. Mega Man had the same fucking treatment, if not worse. And then it was just chill off. It's a shame. I was just kind of expecting like a whole new Mega Man renaissance here. They give us Mega Man 11, and they give us a new cartoon. X, I guess, got a mobile game, which is kind of neat, and they're crossing over with like basically every Mega Man at this point, which is absolutely insane. And other than that, and a bunch of collections lately, it's just been kind of nothing again. I think people said that they teased X9 when the X collections were coming out, but nothing's come up from that. I don't think there's been any plans to revive all the canceled projects they had back in the 2010s. So no Mega Man Universe, no X9, no Legends 3, no ZX3. Not even play half the damn freaking Mega Man series that exist. No, yeah, Mega Man's not their only franchise. They got stuff like Street Fighter to deal with, so like, whatever. I just kind of miss him. I freaking love Mega Man 11. It's my favorite classic Mega Man game. That's the one classic Mega Man game where all of the weapons are pretty damn solid, even without charging them up. So the one that's maybe a bit iffy is Chain Blast, but even then, still actually pretty good. Takes a bit to get used to, maybe, but still a pretty good weapon. I'll admit. To be fair, I guess I am kind of used to having big gaps of nothing, you know, when it comes to a series. And Mega Man at least has it better than some. At least the collections or something. Finally, people get a chance to experience X8. Because they really dropped the ball when it came to releasing that one. It's like, shit, we rushed out X6 and it wasn't received well. And X7 tried something different and it was not received well. Here, give him X8, but don't make too many copies of it, and then it became super rare. So I'm glad that's more accessible now with the collection. I'll give him that. It seems they're going above and beyond to make sure all the stuff from Battle Network still works. Like all the trading and stuff you can do. Like special events and everything. Like that all works. That's pretty neat. They're actually going the extra mile with the Battle Network collection, so good on them. Thing is, though, I don't know if... I'm not gonna say I'm upset if they go for a Star Force collection before doing any new game, but... I'm kind of getting sick of all the collections being put together at once. Like, I get what they're doing, but... Yeah. At least give people time to complete the Battle Network games first before you start freaking putting another collection out there. Like, well, they're working on completing, what, 6 RPGs? That should give you time to get a new Mega Man game out there. It doesn't have to be Mega Man 12. It could be X9. It could be Legends 3. It could be ZX3. I don't even play that. I don't even play the Legends games. I just know it's freaking Infamy. 2 games and a spin-off and the whole thing freaking died. Now Mega Man Volnut's stuck on the moon. That's great. What an ending! Oh well. The collections are fine and all. And honestly, it's probably the definitive way of playing a lot of these Mega Man games nowadays, but... I kinda want some new stuff. It's been a while. Over the last, like, 5 or 6 years, we've gotten, in terms of new games, a Mega Man X mobile game that was exclusive to Japan for the longest fucking time, and Mega Man 11. And that's it. It's been collections besides that. I'm not saying collections are bad. And you see them all the freaking time. And it seems that a lot of times they kind of suck. Sonic Origins had its problems. Don't even get me started on what happened with 3D All Stars. The whole limited print, limited time stuff scenario, that was freaking garbage. At least Capcom seems to be doing it pretty well. With Battle Network, they're really making sure it shines. Like, it's been almost nothing but collections for 5 years. Again, mobile game and Mega Man 11. And that's been it, I think. I don't know. Honestly, if I had to pick one Mega Man series they would make a new game for, honestly, I just want X9. Like, I have Mega Man 11, that's great. I don't know how Mega Man 2 is gonna hold up. Mega Man 12 is gonna hold up, sorry. Are they gonna keep the double gear stuff for 12? I don't know. It'd be kinda cool if they did, but it might be one of those scenarios where they try one gimmick for a game and then they kinda ditch it. Like, they changed how Rush Coil worked for 5. Now he fuses with Mega Man in 6. They like mix the fusions together for 7. He has a freaking ball in 8. It seems like one of those one-off gimmicks. Which kind of sucks. I do like the double gear system. It was pretty cool. The best part is, you don't have to use it. You don't miss out if you don't use it. It's just meant to help people out. Like, speed gear to slow down time so you can do the precise platforming a bit better, especially in, you know, more time-sensitive scenarios. Increase your power with power gear, but it's not a permanent thing. You gotta keep an eye on the gauge or else you burn up. And like a last-ditch effort type thing where if you're really low on health, you can do like one final Hail Mary. Which is pretty cool. But you just don't have to use it. You can play it like a typical Mega Man game if you want to. You can play it like Mega Man 4 or 5. Just like, just play it. No special add-ons required. Which is pretty cool. I just wonder what Mega Man 12 would do. But I think at this point, I would rather have X9. Okay, he gave us a new game for Classic, and he was gone for about 8 years. Outside of like a mobile game and a couple of things here and there, like side material. But the X series has been gone since like what, 2005? X8 was a PS2 game, I think. It's been that long. I freaking mixed the X series. And that's coming from someone who really only plays like X2. The wait's been long enough. I just wonder if X9 went the way of Legends 3. Like, Legends 3 got confirmed. We found like a playable build at one point, and it's just been nothing. Apparently it's going to be on the 3DS. That's pretty cool. I hope X9 didn't have a similar treatment where it was actually being made, and then they ditched it along with every other Mega Man project for like 10 years. Suck. That's an awful feeling, knowing that there's a game in the series you like in development, and you see screenshots or video, and then they just can the whole project. That's gotta be like really disheartening. don't think I've experienced it too often myself. But Nintendo really is like, here's a little bit of teaser stuff, and then we just don't talk about it. Metroid Prime 4. Does it seem to anyone else that, like, people make jokes that Valve can't count to 3 because every series of theirs that does really well never has a third entry. It never has, like, a typical, like, Games 3. Like, Team Fortress still has 2, still updated. Half-Life 2 never got 3. Portal 2 never got 3. There's a joke about Valve can't count to 3. Do you think Nintendo is, like, struggling to say 4? Like, they can count to 4 just fine, but they're struggling to say it? I just have Metroid Prime and Pikmin to go off of that. I guess maybe Metroid Dread counts? Isn't that Metroid 4, technically? Because you had the NES one, and you had Return of Samus on Game Boy. I think Super's the third game, and they teased Dread at the end of that game. And then it took them, like, 2 decades to figure out what the fuck to do with it. And then we finally got it on Switch. Does that technically make it Metroid 4? I think Metroid Dread takes place right after Super. Like, I don't think the stuff with Fusion happened yet. I don't know. So if that counts, we have 2 Metroid games and a Pikmin game where they're kind of struggling with counting to 4. Like, they can do it. It just takes them a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. I think the time's up on the eggs. We're gonna start hatching. I'm flying! I gotta actually go on the table again next time I get eggs. By the way, I can guarantee this. Pikmin 4 comes out this July, right? You bet your ass I am streaming that game. I'm streaming my first playthrough of Pikmin 4. Finally, an opportunity to freaking record my first playthrough of a Pikmin game. I haven't had that ever. Like, Pikmin 1 and 2 I played already. Pikmin 3, it was the whole reason I got a Wii U in the first place, so I played that one to death, and then got the deluxe portion. Got the deluxe version after that and played that a fuck ton, so, like, there you go. I guess I could have played Hey Pikmin, but not only do Pikmin fans kind of just act like the game doesn't exist, but 3DS recordings are hard because emulation runs like garbage on this laptop, and you gotta actually like custom mod a 3DS, put a capture card on it, unless you're pointing a damn camera at it, and those look shit. Yeah. I don't think I would have put that one anyway. But Pikmin 4, it's just on Switch. You just plug in a capture card, you're good to go. I can actually play that one. Alright, how many eggs we got here? 63, I think. 63. Alright. Tile flame. Let's put our Japanese Ditto back. I saw all these eggs from Different thing I was doing. Terrible Tavi, Twitch streamer. Every Sunday, this Surprise Egg Sunday. Where he has a box of eggs and he traces them out to people in chat. And that's pretty cool. I've been participating in that for a few months now. Gotten a few shinies from it too. I just had a few leftover eggs because this last one wasn't as I don't think pop is the right word for it. Not as many people were trading that day, I guess. Usually at least get through a full box before I see too many repeats. I start getting paired up with the same people around the halfway point. I shouldn't be getting paired up with the same person 5 times in a row before I finish a box. And that happened, I guess. So I had some leftovers because I didn't want to keep trading with a trainer named Caleb. Lots of Satotl, by the way. None of them were shiny, but a lot of Satotl came from that, by the way. I just transferred most of them because I have no idea what to do with them. Honestly, I need to clean out a lot of my Pokemon boxes, really. And I can't just use home for it because in order to get more than one box in a home, you gotta have to freaking pay subscription for it. I'm not freaking doing that. Not right now. At the very least, I can use that as an opportunity to get mass transfer. That's not a thing in this game. What the heck? Why is it mass transfer in this game? I heard people say it was in Gen 8. What the fuck happened? Why is it not here? Oh well. At least these eggs hatch pretty fast. I'll give them that. I hope to at least get one. I'll evolve it on stream. And then I could just, get the rest, Get the rest off stream, we're good to go. Again, the odds are not in my favor. I mentioned 3DS emulation before, and I did actually try to run Gen 6 and 7 on my laptop, and it didn't run the best. But I at least tried. Because let's face it, with how I'm living right now, it's a miracle I have this. It's a freaking miracle I have this game. Let's be honest. So it's not that I don't have any experience with those games. It's just that the experience I had was even more slow than they already are. So many text boxes in Gen 7, my god. Stop talking to me. I want to catch the Pokemon. I gotta catch them all, damn it. I catch them all. I'm less than 100 away from playing the National Pokedex. With legitimate Pokemon, mind you. I'm not counting Pokemon I've caught in emulation. So just this and Go, really, and I've caught over 900 different species. Just these 2 games alone are enough to mostly complete my national decks, and I'm kind of surprised by that. In fact, yesterday I actually hatched a Relicanth in Go. I had a few eggs just kind of left over from Hoenn Tour. Relicanth is the last one I needed in order to complete the Hoenn Pokedex. So now I have every Hoenn Pokemon. So that's the first 3 gens fully complete. Which is crazy. That also means I gotta update the Pokedex tracker thing. It gets better, by the way. It gets a lot better. Because not only did I hatch that Relicanth, you guys aren't gonna believe me. I have photo proof. Screenshot, I guess, but like, I have proof. I got a perfect IV one. So the one Relicanth I hatched, the Pokemon that completed my Hoenn Dex was a fucking perfect IV Relicanth. And that is perfect because apparently, I did not know this prior to hatching it. In the Ultra Moon Pokedex, it straight up says it has not evolved. And like, not evolved isn't like, but like, it's gone like no change in millions of years because it's already perfect. It's already freaking perfect. If that ain't fitting, if that's not a fitting way to get a Relicanth to complete the Hoenn Dex, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. That's how you complete a regional Pokedex, baby! So it takes half an hour to get about 2 boxes of eggs. Probably will take me like 20 minutes to hatch them all, maybe. So I could probably do a couple more rounds of eggs and still be fine this time. One in 683 is better odds than you think. I don't have the Pokedex fully complete here yet. I'm still missing Koraidon, but that's on purpose because, well, I'm kind of doing a really stupid shiny hunt just to say I've done it. A full odds egg hunt for Quaxley. And you think the odds here aren't great? Try 1 in 4,096. Yeah. I've been keeping track of those on my phone with a counter app. And let's get the exact number here so you know how long I've been freaking doing it. 1,462 Quaxley eggs. So, Uh, I follow a Pikmin account known as Partially Frequent Pikmin Facts. Apparently, there's freaking yellow Pikmin etched into the rock where a large light bulb is in Twilight River. I had no idea. It's not considered one of the murals. Nintendo didn't seem to remember it, I guess. Maybe it was meant to be a location for it at some point, but they never removed the texture or anything because it's very low quality. It's pretty blurry. It's not as high detail as the actual murals you see in the game. That's crazy. It's freaking crazy. What other things are you hiding from us, Miyamoto? Miyamoto! You know, people are saying we might get another new Pikmin type in 4, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Usually a new Pikmin game adds 2 new types. Because we had the classic trio in the first game, right? Pikmin 2 adds purples and whites. Pikmin 3 adds rocks and wings. So they tend to add 2 every time. And people have noticed there is space for another Pikmin on the box, and Nintendo has edited box art before to update it. So even if it looks final, they can change it on a whim, you know? They did that with Mario Odyssey, probably because people complain it's cultural appropriation because Mario went to a Mexico kingdom. Wow. Oh no, Mario went to a kingdom based off of Mexico and he got a sombrero. How awful. Sheesh. People on Twitter need to calm the fuck down. A similar thing happened with freaking Lederhosen Luigi. I think back when Amsterdam Drift was first added, I think it's called Amsterdam Drift. Back when that was first added to the tour, they put in Lederhosen Luigi at the same time. And they tend to do that. Anytime there's a new track based on a real life location, they usually have a couple Mario characters in, I guess authentic might be a sort of okay word to use. It's still somewhat cartoony because it's freaking Mario. But they do have them in outfits based off of what they usually wear there, what they're known for wearing, you know? So Tokyo Blur comes out, you have Mario and Hakama, right? I think I'm saying that right. A lot of Marios are just ripped from Odyssey. Let's just say that much. A lot of them are ripped from Odyssey. Peach will be in a kimono, that sort of thing. And they've been doing this for almost every single one of those real-life location tracks. A new one of those comes out, couple Mario characters are in the clothing based on the location. And apparently Luigi being in Lederhosen was the bad one? What the fuck? What? If you were gonna get mad at Nintendo for this sort of stuff, why did you wait until the game was in service for a year and a half before saying anything? They've been doing this since day fucking 1. Come on, guys! Oh well. Oh well. Oh frickin' well. So Mario can't wear a sombrero, Luigi can't wear lederhosen. Look, I'm fine with the boxer for Odyssey being the way it is, but I think this whole idea of Odyssey, world adventure, that sort of deal, works a lot better when you lean a bit more into the whole world aspect of it. So now instead of Mario getting like Mexican garb in a kingdom based off of Mexico, where the citizens there are freaking based off of the freaking Day of the Dead. Come on. We can't have that on the box. We gotta replace it with Mario and scuba gear. Come on. And the issue about when the game comes out, because Mario still wears the freaking Mexican outfit in the game and nobody seems to care. So you guys move on quick. Thanks, Twitter. And it's right back at to complain about Luigi. Like the fact that the game that you're complaining about also did the exact same thing for all its real-life world locations for the entirety of the game's lifespan thus far. So you're kind of late. Also, nobody picks on my boy Luigi. What the heck, dude? What the fuck is wrong with Luigi wearing? Eh? I honestly shouldn't be taking Twitter very seriously at all because they complain about fucking everything. I try my best to follow as many positive people on Twitter as possible. Or at the very least, positivity neutral. Like, sometimes they'll bitch a bit. But, like, that's life, right? Maybe some other fucking recording equipment fucking broke. It's a bad day, you know? I usually try to follow people who are more positive. Makes Twitter a little bit better, I suppose. I still have to see the freaking trending for you shit on the right side, and that's where I see all the political bullshit. And half the time, the trends are just people fucking shouting. Because, like, the freaking trends, like, trends, mainly about, like, Trump and stuff, are in all caps, and they're fucking shouting, like, God damn, calm down. Please. I've had enough of that stuff. Please. Why do I have to keep freaking saying it? I don't know. Yeah, if you want to be sane on Twitter, follow people you know are going to be more positive, and then just never click the For You tab. Stick on following. Just follow people who are going to be, at the very least, somewhat kind, and aren't the most toxic people on the fucking planet, and then just never go into For You. Still trying to find a way to disable the trending shit on the right, because it's either sports bullshit I don't care about, or people fucking ranting about the smallest little thing and making a big fuss about it. Doesn't fucking help anything. Any of those weird ass trends where you just don't want people to explain, like a couple of days ago, I don't know what the fuck was up with Twitter, but like, poop fartjes became a fucking trend. It was trending for a while too. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, no one I was following was mentioning anything of it. So maybe it just wasn't one of those things where it would affect like some like YouTube freaking Let's Players, you know? That's mainly who I follow on Twitter, let's be honest. Like, no one was saying anything about that. It was just in the fucking trending sidebar, and I'm just completely blind. Like, what's happening here? Why is this a thing? My contribution was just screenshotting the fact it was trending, and then Luigi reaction image. Okay. Like, Twitter's hit lows. This ain't the lowest. But this is only confirmed that Twitter is not really trying to get itself out of its lows. I'm gonna say something kind of controversial here. I'm glad Elon Musk took over Twitter, because either he makes a site better or he runs it into the ground faster. Meaning Twitter's not gonna be a freaking cesspit. Either it's gonna not be a cesspit anymore because it's better, or it's just fucking gone. So honestly, I don't see either of those are a bad thing. It's a fucking win-win. I don't care if Elon runs the thing in the fucking ground. That just means no more Twitter. And that's a good thing for society. Fuck Twitter. Again, I really just use it to follow content creators, and a lot of them are really wholesome. That's really about it. I do like me some wholesome content creators. Or at the very least, ones that are assholes to the extent where they're not actually being mean to people, but are just kind of a bit snobbish at points. Mainly just for humor's sake. Like, it's clearly over-exaggeratory. The people you know don't really mean it. They're really just doing it for comedy. Because let's face it, people like doing like the fake angry shit is funny. People doing the real angry shit makes you wonder if everything's okay. If you go on my past streams, you will find me being legitimately angry, and you're gonna wonder, is this guy okay? I'm not okay. The world is collapsing. Everything's going to shit. I wish Wanye had a Twitter so I could follow him. He'd probably post some real wholesome shit. He knows that Twitter's a cesspool, wants nothing to do with it, so fair. Fair. Speaking of Wanye, he's playing Professor Layton in the Curious Village at the current moment. Not now, but like his last few streams have been that. Thanks, Palix. Good game choice, my man. I think it was also a 50k Herdcoin channel redemption. Herdcoin is his channel points equivalent. He's a Twitch streamer. He doesn't stream on YouTube like I do. And he streamed on YouTube for a bit, but that was just because of necessity at that point, because he wanted to stream and kind of collected his Twitch account for a bit, and the phone linked to it was with his parents at the time, and it was a whole mess. He played over the hedge then. That was a whole like separate thing. It's not really important. Okay, not really an important thing. But because it's a 50k Herdcoin, aka channel point redemption, that means he's playing through the entire game and the video essay on it. So expect a nice, like, chill video about Professor Layton. And he's having fun with it. And I didn't really know much about Professor Layton for a long time. I just knew, oh, it's a puzzle game. I guess that's kind of cool. And I never played any of them. And then Professor Layton apparently, like, disappeared for fucking ever until the last direct. Suddenly, boom, new Professor Layton game. It's like, oh. Huh. But I never had an experience with Professor Layton at that point still. So I'm like, oh, cool. Alex went absolutely crazy, though. He freaking highlighted part of his Nintendo Direct reaction, and he's just screaming like, "Ah! Ah! Ah!" the entire time. He's like me when I saw the Pikmin 4 stuff. Except even more crazy. Because he really loves Professor Layton. And now that I've actually seen the game itself, thanks to Wanye, and have done some of the puzzles as he does them. Not the backseat, I'm just like, well, I want to try this. See, like, if Wanye needs something, maybe I can help him out a bit. These puzzles are kind of interesting. And yeah, these puzzles are actually pretty cool. I like these. So I'm actually considering getting the new Professor Layton game. It's going to be coming out pretty soon. So, look forward to that. it's weird. I do like myself a good puzzle every now and again, but I've never really took the time to play through a full puzzle game before. I've done a little bit here and there of some things, and I was a big fan of like word searches and crosswords back in the day when I was a little bitty baby. In quotes. In quotes. Babies can't really do that sort of thing, but like, I was just a little kid. I used to love those types of puzzles. And I just kind of stopped doing them. I don't know why. And then Professor Layton comes along, showing off his nice top hat for the first time in like, who the fuck knows how long, and it's like, huh. This guy knows what he's doing, wow. 100% playing Professor Layton in the, what was it, the New World of Steam or some shit? Like, what the fuck was that game called? It was some, like, steampunk game? That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty neat. So I might actually get that. Thanks, Palak. Thanks, Wanda. I'm a fan now. I like Professor Layton now. I suppose I'm a fan. I've only done a few of the puzzles on one I streamed, but like, it's still fun. It's a good time. Speaking of Wanye, I have a little announcement to make. I may have already brought this up at one point, but since I'm playing a Pokemon game, I think it makes sense. Puzzle games were never my thing, but it was a good game. Yeah. I never really played many puzzle games as a kid, but then I watched Wanya play Professor Layton in Curious Village, and I'm like, okay, you've convinced me. I'm getting this game now. It's like, all right, you did it. I'm gonna be getting the new one. But as I was saying, I may have redeemed 50k channel points for Wanya to do his first ever Nuzlocke. So he's gonna be doing a Nuzlocke of Pokemon Ruby, and he's not too confident about it. I wanted to make sure if he did a Pokemon Nuzlocke, it would be a game he's somewhat familiar with. He hasn't played much Pokemon. The only game I know he's beaten is Ruby because I watched him beat it. Unfortunately, most of the footage for it has been lost to time because that was before the VOD channel really took off. It was becoming a full thing. But, you can see him take on the champion, and you can see him freaking take on Norman with a Wobbuffet and completely just demolish his team. That was pretty cool. You can see that. Those are like two big key moments, really. The time he beats the game, and I tried to do this big cinematic thing with Pokemon Showdown that just does not end well. And he just plays chess for like an hour. And the frickin' Wobbuffet, his name was Brad. He was cool. So he's pretty familiar with Ruby, I guess, but it's been a little while. So I want his first Nuzlocke to be a little bit easy. I don't want to do the Alpha Red approach. Because Alpha Red recently did a thing where he's a friend who's not too familiar with Pokemon, and he gets him involved with a fucking hardcore Nuzlocke. No fucking way am I doing that with Wanya. Hey, no! I've never even done that. I'm not confident in it myself. You think I'm going to force it on Wanya for a video? No. Not happening. So, typical Nuzlocke rules are going to apply. The typical, like, first Pokemon on the road. That's the one you catch. If it faints, it's dead. That's, typical stuff. Gotta neck them all. Dupes Claws is a thing. Shiny Claws is a thing. I gotta put new eggs in the fucking party. But, I also added it is technically because of me. But we're doing this rule called Chat's Mercy. where every time a Pokemon dies, a poll is ran to see if it gets another shot at life. So chat gets a little bit of interactivity in this to see if they get to really help out on it or just mess with them. Yeah. I originally planned it so that way every time a Pokemon died, it would run the poll. And it would work for every Pokemon, where if they voted yes, it would get an extra life. If no, it would be dead forever. But one day said, just to make it a bit more fair, not too easy, just do it one time. So like once chat says yes, revive it, it can't be used again. So chat has to kind of think about what Pokemon they want to revive. And they only got like one proper chance to do it too. Because like once they use it, it's gone. They can't do it again. But they gotta make sure it's on a Pokemon that's worth it, unless they want to absolutely waste it on a shitty Pokemon just to make it that much harder for them, you know? I also am modding the game a bit, so that way HMs can be used on any Pokemon to prevent soft locking in case certain Pokemon die, because not every Pokemon can learn every HM, and we don't want it getting stuck in a part of the map that requires Rock Smash, you know? That would just be kind of stupid. And, I'm also allowing, like, special trait evolutions to be, like, normal evolutions via level up. So I think the only Pokemon in hindsight that would affect is Graveler to Golem. In terms of Ruby, I might be wrong, but, yeah, it's not gonna be that much of a difference, but to be fair, if he does get a Geodude, I want him to get Golem. Like, I had a Graveler in my Sapphire team. I wish it was a Golem, but I couldn't do it because you can't really treat an emulator that easily, especially not with yourself. That's how I did my first playthrough of Sapphire. You know, the one I got my shiny Wurmple and I've been trying to find a legitimate game for fucking ever. Oh well. I did also plan for one more surprise, but I kind of backpacked it a bit because I was worried it would make kids a little bit too easy for him. And I want to try to balance it out to where if he did it wrong, you would kind of punish him a bit and risk more Pokemon dying, but that would just seem kind of cruel for a first time. So I'm dialing it back a lot to where it's just not as big of a thing, really. I do have an idea, and I will actually work on finishing it, but I'll probably have it done today, so that way, like, on Friday, one he'll stream. He'll probably stream more Curious Village tomorrow. So there's that, I suppose. But yeah, one is going to be doing a full-on Nuzlocke of Pokemon Ruby. I'm tempted to help him by kind of coaching him a little bit, kind of like Alpharad did with his friend, but not too much, you know? I do like what Alpharad did where he had to mute during, like, trainer battles. That was kind of a neat way of balancing us. That way it wasn't just Alpharad telling his friend what to do. You know, points to him on that. I wonder if I should do something similar with Wanye, or just kind of leave him to do his own thing, and I'm just in chat being like, hey, how's it going, man? That sort of thing. I don't know. I'll talk to him a bit more about it, because he's not that familiar with Pokemon. Maybe more so than Alpha Red's friend, but, you know, still not the most knowledgeable or anything. So... I still wanted him to do a Nuzlocke anyway, because if it was just like a 10 or 25 per coin thing, it was just like a one-off thing, Now it's just kind of it. I don't think it'd be worth it. But him, like, having a full-on, this is my first ever Nuzlocke video would be kind of cool. And I figured, may as well make it worth it. So like the freaking Jaden route, where it's like, here's the story of my first ever Nuzlocke, and the whole adventure that was. Because one is gonna be really chill. So there's one thing one is really good at, it's being chill. Last few eggs of this batch. This won't take long. If none of these are shiny, then I reset the game and try again. I'll probably get 2 more batches done in this stream. I was thinking maybe I would just get the rest of these off stream. Just get the shiny off stream and get the full line there, but like, I think I at least have the full hunt on stream once, you know? I just figured it'd be a more chill thing to put as the Tuesday stream. So I don't know what else to really do right now. But I can guarantee that since tomorrow they're releasing the first big update for Sonic Frontiers, Thursday's gonna be a Frontiers Day. I'm gonna be going into that as blind as possible. I might have to turn off fucking Sonic Frontiers from the Twitter stuff again, like I had to do the first time. Luckily, only for like a couple days, so that way I can just go in as fresh as possible. Though I did see the stuff they officially put on the Sonic Twitter, and I was not expecting as much as they're promising with this. Like, on the roadmap, it's like, here's the fucking camera, music player, and like, I'll go a couple things here and there. I was not expecting, like, anything super big from it. I was thinking kind of like a little bit of filler to maybe give a little bit of life to the game, but nothing too extreme. You know, like how Nintendo did the fucking Splatoon 3 expansion pass for Wave 1. It's just a fucking alternate city with nothing else different. Same stores with the same items and all that junk. It's just an alternate hub. That's it. All it is. But then, I guess, Sega does what Nintendo don't, and actually did it somewhat good. And it's free. You don't have to fucking pay for it. Alright, resetting the game because we ran out of eggs. Resetting means that all of the eggs I hatched no longer exist. Because none of them are shiny, and I don't want to clear my fucking boxes. Because that would just take a fucking eternity, because there's no mass transfer option. Why is there no mass transfer in this game? God, I can't wait for Pokemon Home to work with this game. Because I can just mass transfer from there, I guess. It's better than the current system. Click. Release. Yes. Bye-bye. Repeat for like fucking 60 of them. Ridiculous, I tell you. Fucking ridiculous. Run on. Hide the guy because clutter. Oh, actually, the table. No. I was hoping to be on this side, but I think it kind of spawns you on this side anyway, so. I also want to see if I can climb on the table again like I did the first go. That was kind of funny. I noticed it was kind of flinging me up a little bit when I ran against the table at certain points. I'm like, I wonder if I can look up there. And I didn't expect it to actually fucking work, but it did. I was like, oh! Huh. Well, what do you know? Also, you can very easily glitch out the fucking fade-ins there by pressing A little early. That's so dumb. It's so dumb that that happens. But this game is an incomplete mess. Oh my god. I yeet the ball. Don't know why it's such a big delay when you push the button. And then I just run the table, run the table, run the table. I can do this. Come on. I did it once. I can do it again. Come on. How the fuck did I do it before? I ran over here and like ran the table and went like whoop. Like I did it once. I, like ran at the seat, ran at the picnic table, and like off the side like this maybe. How the fuck did I do it before? Okay, to say Joe, I quit. You made me my favorite Pokemon, but you launched yourself in the air with a fucking soccer ball. It's really concerning. Oh! Hey! I did it. I'm amazing. Sonic Frontiers has taught me to never trust collision and just use it to your advantage to do weird shit like this. And I can still look in the basket, baby! Look at this. I'm not supposed to be up here. Look at this. You can tell I'm not supposed to be up here because my feet are clipping into this basket. Why are there two baskets? I'm asking the real questions here. My foot is the lamp oil now. Ow. I don't have to climb up here again. I can't do too many freaking jokes up here. I'm also gonna fall down. Like that. Damn it. Climb up again. How the fuck did I do that before? Come on. As soon as I said it too, I fell off. I like ran it like this and it worked. Like, come on. Come on. Come on. Just freaking did it. Come on. I can find a way to keep myself entertained while waiting for fucking eggs. I'm a madman! Check the egg basket. Because the basket can only hold 10 Pokemon eggs at a time, I want to make sure it stays somewhat empty while I do this. That gives me an idea. Ditto, hit it over here. I could use the ball. I could use the ball to bonk up there. Come on. Help me, Ditto. Help me, Ditto. Come on. Almost. That almost worked. Over here, Ditto. Oh, almost, buddy. Your turn to Situai. Or I guess Ditto's doing it again. Come on, Ditto. Over here. Come on. Come on. Oh! Come on. Was the ball that... Oh, I did it. Let's go. Was the ball that keep getting up here before? I don't think so. I did it. Yeah, I'm back on the table, baby. I'm not supposed to be up here. I'm not supposed to be up here. Imagine doing a union circle and then just going off your direction, starting a picnic, and then just getting on a table here. You get all the people over towards your picnic, and you see you on top of the table like this. And they're like, what? Oh my god. I am flying. I can fly. I'm just hovering. This game's collision is absolutely perfect and has no flaws. Like, I know almost every game in 3D has something like this. But it's usually not by this wide of a margin, right, guys? I've gotten too powerful. I am the true Pokemon Master. I have become one with Pokemon with the ability to levitate. I cannot be hit by your puny ground type moves. You can do nothing to me. Fear me. Bidoof, stop him, you're our last hope. No one can save you now. No one! Oh, man. The things you do when you're effectively just idling for 30 minutes. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh my gosh. No one frickin' tested this game. No one frickin' tested Scarlet and Violet. You could tell. They would have found this. Also, I'm not in online mode, so there's no possibility that freaking Game Freak's watching this. They don't watch my videos, I know that for a fact. I can't get banned from the servers for fucking floating exploits. Ooh. It gets even better whenever I leave the picnic mode. I'm just kind of floating with absolutely nothing under me for a good, like, 5 seconds. And it's like, okay, I'm done. And just drops back down to the ground. Please spare us. I suppose. I guess I can. I suppose I can. I love when you can do kind of weird shit like this. Like, nothing that really breaks the game too much, but like, it's not supposed to happen, and it doesn't really affect anything. It's just kind of funny. Like, I don't think I've discovered anything special here. I'm pretty sure people have done shit like this before, but like, come on. You know what? Boom. Screenshot. Which one with her Bidoof army? Calm down. I'm fine. I'm not gonna do anything. All I can really do is just freaking levitate, apparently. It's not really that big of, it's not that big of a deal. It's nothing special, really. I actually have a clip of Sonic Frontiers on my Switch right now, where you could tell the Switch is running the game with the low graphic settings, because a lot of points, mainly on Chaos Island, the actual geometry of the map doesn't match the collision at all. Usually results in Sonic slightly floating off the terrain a bit, which, sure. But there's one point where it just kind of looks like Sonic just freaking like collapses into the ground, So it's just kind of like standing in a mountain, kinda. It's weird. Look, I'll show it real quick. I'll show it. Filter. Sonic Frontiers. Here's a screenshot. And then here's the video. I stood here long enough to make sure it took everything in the clip. Because you can never trust the Switch. Look at this. Found this by complete accident during a freaking casual playthrough too. Just get my own time. Fucking weird shit. I just love it when you can do just really strange shit like that. It also seems like it passed the time in the game, so I could collect some eggs. Sonic the Mole Hog. No, you're missing the obvious one here. He's a groundhog. I really do like that idea though, because wasn't a big thing for Sonic 3's marketing that it released in the States on Groundhog Day? And they just decided, fuck it, we're gonna call it Hedgehog Day and promote Sonic 3 for it, right? I think that's something they did for it. I mean, it would work. It wouldn't be the first time. Also, when the fuck are they just gonna freaking do a collab with the freaking Sonic restaurant? It's called Sonic. It serves chili dogs. It's fucking perfect! Like, I get it. You wanna get the toys, the fucking kids' meal, so you always go to McDonald's or Burger King. Fine, I get it. Whatever. You should be mad at McDonald's, because that's the whole reason Sonic 3 and Knuckles got split in half in the first place. They fucking rushed you to hit a deadline you couldn't meet. You shouldn't be working with them anymore, but you've done like 3 times. Like Sonic 3, which caused a freaking split. They did it for Heroes with those fucking Tiger Electronics games. With the really fucking weird Pakistan commercials. Shadow Basketball! Now they're doing it again because of Frontiers, I think. And they did a Burger King thing at one point for Sonic Movie 2 as well. Bruh, just do a freaking collab with Sonic the Restaurant already. Come on, it's right there. It's right there. That freaking kids meal's there too. Come on. You could do special Sonic toys with that. Like a special like chili dog meal? Come on! It's right fucking there. You have no more excuses. Stop wasting your opportunity of this. Just, do it. I have no words. No, so that Sonic actually was just a restaurant based on that character. You see what kind of trouble this has caused? Just fucking do it already, Sega. People are confusing the two now! Oh, man. Seriously, they really should do it already. It's been fucking almost 31 years now? Nearly 32? Come on. It's been long enough. Just fucking do it already. It's perfect. It's right there. Tell me with a straight face that you cannot see it. Come on, guys. It's not that hard. I know the perfect way you could do it, too. Like, they always All these Sonic commercials always have like a couple people sitting in a freaking car because the whole thing with Sonic is that's a freaking drive-in. You drive into a parking space, you push your red button, and you get your order food on the menu there. So the whole thing with the commercials is that there's a couple of people sitting in the car who ordered Sonic. Why don't you have it so that way they park there, they push the button, they order their food, and then Sonic the Hedgehog runs out and gives them their food? Come the fuck on! It's right there! Hell, they should have done it back during one of the Sonic racing games. Sonic All-Stars Racer transformed Team Sonic Racing, one of those. Have him be the guy who parks there and orders a chili dog. Come on! You had so many opportunities for this shit. Come on! Next there's gonna be a Mario Pizza restaurant. There's not gonna be cool. Well, Nintendo won't fucking allow that. It's a miracle the fucking Donkey Kong chicken place that I freaking heard about online still was a thing. That was a thing. I don't get it either. It's not official, I swear. But here's the really weird thing. At one point, there was a fucking Garfield restaurant where you could get Italian food. And it was like officially branded and everything. But I think it closed down because of the pandemic. So all that's left is a fucking Twitter account. But it was a real thing. There was a fucking Garfield Italian restaurant. And that is so cool. Now it's freaking gone. I found out about it after it freaking fell under and was like, damn it. For $3 extra, your next chili dog will be served by Sonic himself. Yeah, and every time he has to hold back and just not eat it himself. Because, have you seen Sonic eat a chili dog? He can just swallow one whole. You've seen the intro for Sonic and the Black Knight, right? Where he warps him with the two chili dogs. And he just freaking like swallows one whole. Just, ow! Like, what the fuck? Like, I know he has to be a quick eater because he's constantly on the move and whatnot, but holy fuck! It's like, Jesus, Sonic! My God! What the fuck? Oy. I do like the fact that that became a big thing with Sonic, by the way. That was just something they came up with for the fucking American cartoons. It was not something that Sega came up with. It was just something the writers were like, oh, give Sonic your favorite food. It's fucking chili dog. Let's go. And then that was strictly a thing for, like, the Western audience, right? Specifically for the cartoons of the time, Saturday AM and Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. I think it was in the comics as well. And then it sort of spiraled to the point where it became an official, like, in-game thing. It's like, wow. Huh. And now it's like a constant thing that Sonic gets chili dogs. Like, it's been a thing in the games and things since Unleashed, right? It was in just the cartoons and comics and like side media for a while. I think Unleashed was the first game to actually have Sonic eat chili dogs and acknowledge it was his favorite food. I think that may be the first game they decided to actually bring that in. And to this day, it is not left. It has been consistent. Sometimes to a slightly annoying degree. Meanwhile, Mario, they have the freaking, like, Super Show and stuff because, you know, different continuity for the Western audience. You gotta make him as an ordinary plumber from Brooklyn. And then, after Mario World, and they did all the cartoon with that, which didn't last too long. Mario World 2 came out and was like, yeah, Mario's not from Brooklyn, he's from the Mushroom Kingdom, I guess. Technically, that whole deal. It's and they kind of ditched that. I am so surprised that the Illumination Mario movie that's coming out next month is straight up just Super Mario Brothers Super Show, the movie. It straight up is. Mario and Luigi are from Brooklyn. They're living ordinary lives. They get sucked in a drain pipe to go to the Mushroom Kingdom, and they gotta save the kingdoms from Bowser. It's straight up just the Super Show as a movie. They fucking used the theme song for a promotional ad and brought in the fucking voice actors for Princess Toadstool as a freaking cameo. This is the Super Mario Brothers Super movie. You cannot deny this. Come on. We all know it's gonna be freaking like fart joke cringe because Illumination got involved. And then we've got Miyamoto's really involved with the project, so you think, oh, they're gonna have a little bit of restraint. And then it turns out there's a freaking movie based on the Western canon that we freaking had, like the Super Show and everything, which, to my knowledge, as of now, has never aired in Japan. What? What the fuck? I'm sorry? It's just like... There's... How the hell? How the hell? I love the Netherlands. I've been to Sonic one time in my life. One time's better than none. Also, it's funny that I mentioned Wanye, because he lives in the Netherlands too. I don't know how I keep doing it. How do I keep meeting people who live in the Netherlands? I play Mario Kart Tour. They add Amsterdam Drift. They add that, and then suddenly, boom. You have unlocked access to the Netherlands part of the internet. I don't know. I'm spitballing here. It is kind of nice, though. But I will admit the time zones are a bitch. Like, back when I first, found out about Wanye streams, back, like, February of last year, I want to say. It's been about a year since I found his streams. He used to stream at 3 o'clock in the morning here, which was god-awful for my sleep schedule. And then because he realized, he's on Twitch, that's mainly, like, watched by Americans. So they're watching at a completely different time and that completely clashed with his time. So now he streams at around like noon or 1 o'clock my time, which I think is like 8 o'clock his time. Like something pretty close. So yeah. A lot more convenient for me, especially because I'm now a freaking moderator. Have been for pretty close to a year at this point. I cannot say this enough. Please check out Wanye's stuff. Hang on, I might be able to post a link in chat. Give me a quick second. I keep forgetting to share it with the actual, like, links in his chat at the end of every stream. I used to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and type in Wanye. Not the Wanye with 5.53k subscribers. Not Wayne. There we go. Here's the Wanye I know. I'm gonna link one of his songs. Because he may be a streamer and really good at it. But his main thing is that he's a musician. So why not share some of his music? And here you go. This should work. You click it, There you go. That's one of his songs. Enjoy. At one point, he had like a channel redemption thing where you could have him like improvise a song, but I don't know if he stopped doing that or people just stopped submitting it. Because it used to be a thing where you would just give him a prompt and he would just freaking ad-lib a song. Yeah, he's pretty good. I think at points, I may be getting this completely wrong. I think he's been the opening stuff for multiple different bands in the Netherlands. I may be wrong on that. I swear he said something about being like an opening act at one point. I know he was doing like a radio competition thing at one point. Where I think he sung the song I linked. He didn't win it or anything, which is kind of a shame, but like he did it once. He played a song on local radio. That's pretty cool. I say kind of a shame because as much as I would love it for him to won and that would be like a big kickstart to his career or whatever, like I don't know. It's not like I don't want him to be famous or anything, especially because music. He does a really good job with it. I just think that if he became famous for his music, he would just have less time for streams, and well, I like hanging out in his chat. It's a very wholesome place. If you just want like a chill, if you want to chill for a couple hours, like if this stream isn't doing a good job, and it probably isn't. Let's be honest. Wanya does a good job of it. And I purposely picked the stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so that way I would actually not interrupt his streams, not get in the way of any of those, and I could still watch his streams. So, he streams Monday, I stream Tuesday. He streams Wednesday, I stream Thursday. He streams Friday. And then I might stream some on the weekend every now and again, but that's pretty rare nowadays. You know? At one point, he took off for a week, I think because of some sort of band thing, and as a result, I just freaking streamed for a week. Next time he streams, check it out. Sure. Let me go ahead and get a link for that as well. I'm doing more advertising than he does. Honestly. I'm happy to do it. Let's go to 1A again. Go back to his channel. Go to his channels here. If you want to check out his edited content, where's the share button on the channel page? Here we go. Doing this on phone's a little bit more awkward than I thought it would be. So, here's the link to all of his edited content, highlights and video edits and that sort of stuff. So you can check that stuff out there. And I cannot do this here, can I? Give me a quick second here. I'm kind of stalling a bit. Oh, it's not by much. Wanya VODs. He has a VOD channel. I'm gonna go ahead and copy link. Here's the VOD channel. And if I go into one of the VODs, one of the recent ones, like the Professor Layton VOD, I can copy the link to a Switch page. I think. Maybe not. Oops. RV, TV. Oh, correct, you are a piece of shit. There we go. That's probably not going to work as an actual link right now. You copy it in your browser. That's where he streams. He's not a YouTube streamer. He did stream on YouTube for a little bit at one point because he kind of got locked out of his Twitch account by accident. So if you go on his highlight channel, you can see some of his over the hedge VODs. Because he just streamed to that channel instead of the VOD channel. So there's that. But yeah, check out his streams. He's a lot better at it than me. He has production value because since he's a musician, he has all the audio equipment for this sort of stuff. I'm just running this shit on a laptop with a basic-ass built-in microphone. With a capture card I'm surprised still works after being kind of buried under a bunch of junk for 3 years plus, you know? He knows what he's doing, I don't. If I say that to him, they'll be like, I don't know what I'm doing either. But like, he totally does. He knows more than I do. He's more of a professional than I will probably ever be. I can guarantee that. He's good at streaming. He's good at making music. His freaking like video essays and highlight content, absolutely hilarious. He's really good at this sort of stuff. He's the entertainer of our group. He's the best at it. 100%. Meanwhile, I'm just here making jokes about standing on a fucking picnic table. Let's hatch eggs. Let's just hatch a batch of eggs. Ah. Sheesh. Ooh, more eggs than last time. Let's go. RNG was on my side today. 67 this time. Let's fucking go. Let's get Talonflame. Let's put the Ditto back again. Let's start hatching. I also plan to get the DLC for this game. He'll take over. You changed your profile picture to Khalil because of the freaking bit during the favorite Pokemon stream. I thought we were done with that. I was not expecting that to come back. You know what? You know what? I still have Khalil here. I can bring him back. I can have him be in the corner again. Let's just crop off a little black bits on the side. And I'm sure Rowlet will be nice. There he is. He's back again. Race to complete our scene. They create him as a little extra character for a fucking VeggieTales movie where the whole thing is about God. And you end up worshiping Khalil instead. That freaking backfired entirely. I can't believe it. All started from me being like, hey, Probopets kind of looks like Khalil, doesn't he? I can't unsee it. Now it's just kind of spiraled. Now we see him as some sort of god. What the fuck happened? Gee. Oh. This bit will never die. Ugh. I can't believe how different like the two eras of streaming have been. Like I streamed on Twitch, the big thing was avocados, and I tried to bring that over here, and now it's Khalil. Now it's just Khalil from VeggieTales. That's the new bit. That's the new big main bit. You're now one with Khalil. Even changed the screen name. You're going all out of the bit too, aren't you? Wow. Oh my god. I was not expecting this to be the return. Like I thought, like, oh, it would just be for the one stream because, like, oh, it kind of looks like Promo Pass. The two of them could be like relatives or something. That's the joke. And now it's here again. Now we're right back to it, like that stream never ended. Sheesh. This really is the new avocado bit, isn't it? And it's kind of funny because Rowlet, when shiny, as you can see in the top right, is green. Like an avocado. It all comes full circle! Purple Pass is my cousin. How would that work, though? If Khalil is half worm, half caterpillar, where the hell does the, like, compass Pokemon fit in all this? How are we fitting all that in? We will make extended Khalil lore. Oh, man. It's complicated. He doesn't want to talk about it. That's the whole thing. No one really knows. It just sort of happened. No one really questions it. You gotta go? Alright. See ya, man. Thanks for bringing back the Khalil bit. That was a fun surprise. I didn't even start it that time. That was just freaking chat being like, he's back. I wish I could do a better Khalil voice. That would really sell the bit. But especially when I'm in a laughing fit, I really can't keep the voice up. I'm no good at it. I cannot do it justice. Khalil out. I cannot do Khalil justice. I really can't. You know what? Since I'm shiny hunting today, I have an idea. I want you guys to make a shiny Khalil. Like, every Pokemon has a color variant for its shiny, right? We need to make a shiny Khalil. We totally need to do that. What would shiny Khalil look like? I wish you could post pictures as fucking comments on YouTube. So I'd totally just make a community post and people would just put art down there. Because let's face it, the YouTube community tab gets more engagement than my Twitter really ever gets. So I think it's probably worth it to put on the community tab. But I don't have like a Buru or anything to post like fan art on or anything. Like, and YouTube comments don't support images. Like, how am I supposed to do this? am I supposed to make this bit work? I could make like a Dropbox, I guess, and like show the images on stream that way. And as the Dropbox gets full, all the older stuff gets kind of like removed or put in like a different archive or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure I'll figure something out. Anyway, looking for a shiny owl. I also gotta get a transparent for Achille. Like, I gotta get a transparent background. My sizes are acting up again. It's the fucking weather. The weather's been all over the place here lately, where like spring just started, right? At least here in the northern hemisphere. You guys down southern have fall right now? Have fun. But despite the fact that it is now the very beginning of spring, the weather here, and it's a pretty common thing. It's what happens when you're in the Midwest United States. You get fucking everything. So what tends to happen is, you know, you have some really good weather for a couple days, and then cold front comes in, it gets below freezing, and it's an absolute fucking nightmare. It's like it could be a nice week all week, but you're stuck at work, right? Stuck at work, you can't really do anything outside, and you wish you freaking could because you unload some stuff from the old house, and you're still slowly moving stuff out of the old place because despite the fact you got the house about a year ago at this point, you've been busy with work and your body's been disintegrating, and and me and her may have, you know, we have our differences, but I missed kind of the eggs. Oops. We may have some differences between us, but like, she's still family. I still care about her. She's freaking working at a damn factory and just wearing her body down. And just when you think it's gonna be a good time to go back to the old house and start getting some more stuff out, fucking rains, or it's fucking cold. And it's always the worst timing. My dad always said that here where we live, we get everything. And he wasn't wrong. Like, NAMA weather, we've probably had at some point. But the only thing I can think of we haven't had is, like, a hurricane. And even then, we get, like, the residual stuff from one. Like, if a hurricane happens, like, around the east side of the States, a little bit will break off, or it might drift a bit too far west, and then become, like, a storm. Like, a really big, powerful storm, and then it just comes here. Not exactly a hurricane, but we can get some high winds, we can get a lot of rain, tornadoes, and thunderstorms. When I was a kid, it used to be really bad. We used to have things called ice storms, where it would be a really bad, like, snow and rainstorm combination. Where it would be like a big sheet of ice. Like, all on the roads and, like, anywhere where something could land, it's now just covered in ice. And then snow gets on top of that. And because of all the ice forming, it gets on the power lines and it, like, pulls them down and this thing snaps them. It snaps power lines. And because the roads are basically just completely worthless at that point because of all the snow and ice, it takes like a week or two to fucking fix the power lines. So, when I was younger, back when I was like 8 or 9, there would just be like a couple weeks where we would just be off of school and the power would just be out. and it would be fucking freezing. Like below zero stuff. And I'm talking both Fahrenheit and Celsius. Like that low. Like it gets cold. Luckily, in recent years, we haven't had an ice storm. I don't think we've had a full-on ice storm that knocks out the power for a full 2 weeks in like a decade at least. Like it stopped happening. And as awful as it sounds to say, that's one benefit of global warming. No more ice storms. That's probably for the best. Because, God, I used to like when we'd be out for like snow days. But I never really had like a typical snow day like you see in all the cartoons where it snows a little bit and all the schools are called off and off we go. No, it's either like it snows a bit and we still have school anyway, or if it does snow enough, there's usually ice on the fucking roads too. And even then, sometimes, in order for it to really be bad enough to cancel school, it would have to be a fucking ice storm. So the power is out and everything, so you're just cold constantly. Unless you have a fucking backup generator running like a little heater. I don't want to live through that shit again. I fucking hate the cold. I've had to brave the cold for Pokemon Go community days. And trust me, it gets bad. Like this last one with Slowpoke we had recently was pushing the fucking limit of how cold I could take it. Like that was like absolute limit. Like anything more, I would definitely have like frozen to death. Like I got to the point like right as the event ended and everyone was heading home and I was waiting for Mom to pick me up because I don't have a fucking 12 versus this is crazy. While I was waiting for Mom, my fingers just went completely numb. It took a while for my hands to warm back up. I don't know how people up north do it. I don't know how they handle it constantly. Because, like, if you live up in Alaska or, like, northern Canada, like, our really bad winter days here, that's just a good day for you. Like, you're probably fucking freezing up there with all that. Being that far north, you're probably fucking freezing. How the hell do you do it? How? I don't understand it. I can barely survive out there for 3 fucking hours. Probably your fucking life. How could anyone stand to live in such cold climates? And that goes for anyone close to a pole, like really close to the North Pole or really close to the South Pole, like in Antarctica. I say more North Pole than South Pole because nobody fucking lives in Antarctica. Like, how do you not freeze to death? I could never live in a northern climate. Like, it's rough during some days here where it gets really cold. I could never handle living in Canada. Never. Like, if I think the winters are bad here, they're probably absolutely awful in Canada. Like, no way in hell. No way in hell. Honestly, I still live with my mom. A little bit embarrassing, I guess, but when you're autistic and you're less prepared for the world than everybody else, and let's face it, nobody nowadays is prepared to live in the fucking world. Nobody fucking is. I'm just even further back. Like, I have no idea what I want to fucking do. Like, I will have to move out at some point. I'm not gonna stay here and live with my mom into my 30s. Like, that's not happening. At some point, within the next decade or so, I have to move out. But I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna go. Am I gonna stay in the same relative area as like a large chunk of my family? Just stay in the Midwest US? Am I gonna go someplace further south, like Florida or something? In that case, there'd be fucking hurricanes and shit in Florida. I don't want to deal with that stuff happening. Lord knows I'm not going to Canada anytime soon. I don't want to stray too far from my family, I suppose. I still want to come back from, like, holidays and such. Big family events, but I also don't want to be too close either. So I wouldn't mind going someplace kind of far away from here. Not too far, mind you, but like someplace where it's not so fucking cold during the winter. And Florida would be the perfect pick for me if it wasn't for the fucking hurricanes. Like, if Florida never had any fucking hurricanes, I would totally live in Florida. Easy win. But, hurricanes, man. Like, I live in fucking Tornado Alley. I've had a few tornado scares. Hurricanes are just as bad, and they're fucking bigger. Not only have to deal with the high-powered winds, like destroying your house and everything, you also gotta deal with the fucking flood water. I've only spent a few days total in my life in, like, Southeast U.S. I apparently went to, Daytona Beach when I was a little kid, but I remember so little. It was back, like, before I started kindergarten, probably. I was back when I was still in my stroller. And I remember next to nothing from it. That original trip down to Florida. The only memory I have of it, the only thing that's lasted all this time, was one evening. The sun was starting to set. The sky glowed nice, like pinkish orange. A typical sunset fare. But honestly, it seemed a lot more beautiful because it's a fucking ocean, you know? And Mom and Dad are just taking a stroll down the beach. I'm being pushed along in the stroller. I'm like 3. And something compels me to just lean out in the stroller and just touch the sand with my hand. And as the stroller keeps moving, the sand goes between my fingers and I just feel it brush up. And that's the one thing I remember from that original trip. Back when I was like fucking 3 years old. And we just never went back to that area until I want to say 2021? It's like summer 2021. I think it was 2021 because I don't think we went anywhere on last year's summer vacation. We're probably going to go back to Branson for this year's. Assuming the economy doesn't completely collapse in on itself. But, Mom had family down in Georgia. So we decided to, like, head on down there. We took Grandpa with us. I've talked about this before. Spent a few days. And then we left Grandpa in Georgia, stayed with family for a little bit while Mom and I went to Daytona for a couple days because we couldn't afford to stay a full week in Daytona. Hell no, it's expensive as hell. Even with the kind of hotel we got stuck with. Nice beachside view. It wasn't so fucking cloudy that freaking time, but it definitely looked like the place was falling apart. I'm willing to bet a lot of it's just because you live right next to the freaking hotel's like right next to the ocean. And Florida, fucking hurricanes, remember? Yeah. It's probably one of the only hotels we could afford. Because, again, Daytona. Big tourist stop, you know? Not exactly easy to afford. Especially nowadays. Hell no, we're not going back there anytime soon. Not unless I really take off as like a game developer or a content creator and I can freaking make the money myself. It's a nice place, though. I would have liked to spend more time there. But not only could we not afford to stay more nights, but all the walking around we did back in Georgia and little bits of Florida wore my feet out. Like, they were in pain. It was rough, man. It was rough. I still like my time there, and I want to go back there someday. I would love to head back to Florida. Also, as we reach 100 Rowlet, I'm gonna load up something on my phone. Because while we were in Georgia visiting some family, we weren't at our like main stop yet, but Mom and other families we wanted to visit with. Surprising enough, Mom's family went down to Georgia. I'm not entirely sure why, but that's kind of how it ended up. And while we were there, here it is, we were in Birmingham, Georgia. And there's a restaurant there. It's been open for... It's been open since 37. Doing the math here. 70 to 2000. 87, 17. 90 something years. Like 96 years, maybe? Give or take a few months. Yeah, we went to Lloyd's restaurant. It was good food. Apparently they're really known because of the freaking like onion rings. They give you like a big ass basket of them. I didn't care for them that much, but holy shit, you get a fuck ton. That's supposed to be the little like, appetizer, so that way you're not like just waiting on your food and you're sitting there freaking hungry, because it takes a bit. It takes a bit. But God, they use so many onion rings. They give you so many fucking onion rings, dude. So damn many. Shame I didn't care for them, really. Also, I was hoping to do 3. It's taken longer to hatch these eggs than I thought it would. Because I'm still trying to hide this from my mom, and hopefully she has no idea how the internet works. For the most part. This is probably the biggest risk I've had playing this. I was honestly expecting the egg hatching to take a lot less time. So, yeah. Unless we get in this batch, I don't think it's happening. I'm probably gonna have to end stream after this batch is all hatched up, because it's probably gonna be close to like 240. By the time I get a new batch of eggs done, Mom's probably gonna be home. Which wouldn't be that big of a deal, but A, this, and B, I'm hoping that Mom could help out with finding the gamepad for the Wii U, because I have all the wires, and I plugged it in, I turned it on, and it seems to work. I don't think it's had the fucking time bomb scenario where, like, the fucking NAND corrupted or anything, and like, it's all fucking dead. I turned it on, it booted. I didn't get any visuals on it for a long time because I had to look for the damn AV cables because I had set the AV mode. But 480p turns on. I can see the fucking menus and everything. But I have no controller. So, if I'm gonna mod the Wii U, I honestly, Wii U is like an emulation powerhouse apparently. I'm gonna mod it. I'm gonna use that to stream a lot of shit. I'm sure I can just plug the capture card into it just fine. It's gonna work. I gotta find the fucking gamepad. I gotta find the goddamn gamepad. Once I do that, once I find the gamepad, maybe a Wii remote or two, I'm all set. I'm gonna start modding my damn Wii U, and we're gonna have a fucking party. And I'm finally going to play fucking CTGP. I watched so many videos of TWD98 playing fucking CGTP. And I thought it was so cool, those custom maps. It's been so fucking long since I've played Mario Kart. I'd love to play it again. And with my Wii U, I can fucking play CGTP. I fucking love to play it. That's my opportunity. I just gotta get I gotta find controllers for it. Once I find controllers, make sure they're working, we're good to go. Plus, I got a promise. I made a promise to Wanya to play Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric on stream. So, I guess I'm doing that now. I guess I'm doing that as well. So, I think I have my Sonic Boom disc over here somewhere. And since my Wii U turns on, it seems to load up fine. If I could just get a controller for it, if I can get a gamepad, I could just play that before I mod this freaking Wii U, and we'd be good to go. I can have that done, and then I can focus on modding the Wii U, and in case anything goes wrong, there we go. Just know I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, so if something collapses and it breaks, I am so sorry. But at least I also have my original Wii, because I never sold it, so I have a backup. I won't be able to play Wii U games or anything on it. It's not as much of an emulation powerhouse as the Wii U is, but Wii's still pretty good. Only 480p, so I have to do like a HDMI mod. I have no idea how to do that either. But I have a Wii and a Wii U with me. Which is freaking neat. It's so freaking cool. Thing is though, my Wii is effectively back in a similar state of being factory. It's like factory settings right now. I transferred all my save data to my Wii U, and then I just stuck my Wii in a drawer. Didn't think about it ever again. But I still have my OG Wii. I still have my old Nintendo Wii. So, if the Wii U thing doesn't work out, I still have something. I still have something. Oh man, it's gonna be so sweet playing Wii Sports Resort again. Oh my god, it's been so long. It's been so fucking long. I just hope I find the attachments, because I don't think I have any Wii remotes that have Wii Motion Plus inside. I think I just have the dongle. Which, I have no idea where that is either. Uh-oh. It's gotta be either here or the old house. I know that much. I'll find it. I'll play Wii Sports Resort. It's so long. I really gotta play it again. I fucking miss it. I fucking miss Wii Sports Resort. I watched Poofisher play it. Go for Pro. I hope the guy doesn't go for Superstar. I never got into Superstar in anything. I just know it exists. It's like Pro again, but hard mode. You gotta get the 2,000 instead of 1,000. He's struggling enough getting the Pro. If he ever tries getting a Superstar, I'm so sorry, Poof. Like, I brought it up in his comments one time. I'm like, imagine getting Superstar in one of these games. I hope the guy doesn't go for any of them. I mean, it'd be funny for the rage moments, but God, he'd probably give himself a fucking hernia. Hey, he's back! I thought you had to leave. I didn't think he'd be back so soon. What a nice surprise. I was just saying that I found most stuff for my Wii U, and I'm planning to mod it, but I still need to find my controllers for it. My gamepad and Wii remotes have got to be around here or at the old house somewhere. Might take a bit to find, but once I find them, I have to keep a promise to one day to play Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric on stream, and I'm modding the freaking game, like modding the freaking Wii U, and I'm gonna play Mario Kart Wii CTGP, and I'm gonna play a whole bunch of games, and I'm gonna play Pikmin 2 on stream. I don't have to worry about fucking using Dolphin for it. Woohoo! It'd be freaking great. Finally, a way I can capture Pikmin 2 on stream. Because Lord knows, running Dolphin and OBS at the same time would fucking crash this damn laptop. Oh, my poor GPU would not be able to handle it. Not even to mention the CPU, that would just break. I monitor it when doing streams mostly, like now. Like, imagine having to run like a full-on Dolphin instance while freaking streaming. Like, no. On this thing? No. Not happening. But I do plan on modding my Wii U, but I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm sure there's plenty of tutorials online to do it. It's not as easy as modding a 3DS, which I also have never done because my 3DS went kaput years ago, but yeah, that's not the point. I want to mod my Wii U. I'm gonna have my backups of games on it. Somehow. And I'm also gonna use this opportunity to play other games and fucking play them on an actual console and stream over the internet, baby! I'll be taking requests, thank you. I'll be taking game requests. But, yeah. This video didn't count the eggs wrong. I did not. This is probably my last batch of eggs. I really underestimated how long each batch would take. But I will be streaming more of this until I get the full line of Rowlet, I suppose. But Thursday will be Sonic Frontiers because a new update will be coming out this Wednesday. And I'm not gonna be playing it day one, of course, because Juan streaming and I don't want to get in the way of that. He's probably gonna be playing more Professor Layton. But Thursday, 100% playing Sonic Frontiers. You got that to look forward to. And then probably next week it'll be back to more of this. I need to switch out the eggs. It'll be back to this. Honestly, I'm looking forward to the update. Because I didn't think much of it. Like, oh, it should be typical photo mode, music player, that sort of deal. It seems to be more than that. Not to mention a bunch of quality of life improvements. I've heard that they actually fucking fixed the Elder Coco, so it's not just one level at a time anymore. Thank God! You think I want to sit 2 hours leveling up speed and ring capacity for true 100%? No thanks! Also, I see you changed the Khalil profile picture. Hell yeah. Much better image, lots more color. Love it. I could just get a gif of him breakdancing and put it in the corner instead. I could totally do that. I totally could. I should show some restraint. Every stream is going to be a different one. Dedication. That's dedication. That's dedication to the bed. So, Sonic Frontiers on Thursday. Next Tuesday and maybe next Thursday is going to be more of this until I get the shiny Rowlet. I don't know what I'm going to fucking do. And then I'll hopefully have found a fucking controller for the Wii U. Preferably the gamepad and its charger. Once I find that stuff, I'm good to go. I'll play Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, I'll mod the Wii U, and fuck it, I'll play Pikmin 2 on stream. I'll fucking play Pikmin 2. Like, I like Pikmin 1 more, but I feel like... No. Better idea. It'd be a long-ass stream. And having to convince Mom would probably be a nightmare. But imagine, if you will, a full, 20-hour stream where I play through all 3 Pikmin games 100%. Though, by the time I get that set up, it might be around the time Pikmin 4 releases, and I'm not going to put that in one go either. I'm not going to stay with that at the end. It'd be like a 28-hour stream, maybe. I don't know how long Pikmin 4 is. I'm not familiar with it yet. I haven't played it. It's not out yet. I'm panicking. I can't do a long-ass run of it, no. Pikmin 4 hype. Yeah, I totally want to play more Pikmin on stream. I also want to play some of the mods. I won't be able to play Colossal Caverns on stream because Lord knows this thing won't be able to handle it, and you can't play it on an actual console without doing a full-on hardware mod for it because it requires, overclocking, which sucks. But I can play pretty much anything else. That'd be kinda neat. Eh? Pikmin 251, eh? You give me an excuse to play more Pikmin mods. I really don't do that much. But being able to play on an actual console would be a fucking magical experience. Partially because of that. It was more of a happy coincidence than anything else that this joy ended up being my favorite after the whole thing got freaking sorted out. It was that the Decidueye was in raids around the same time as the stream, and because I just got that Pokemon that's new to this game, and Pokemon Home's not a thing yet, it's like a little bit of extra content update. So, it's a new shiny I don't have yet. And I want one. Because look at the freaking green boy. It's freaking beautiful. It's kind of weird. I'm mainly a guy who chooses the water starter. But there are a few times where I'll branch out and do something different, right? I was not expecting my favorite Pokemon to be not only a starter Pokemon, but also not a water type. Something, kind of different from what I would normally pick. Because when I first played Sapphire, via emulation, because mother, I picked Swampert. And anytime I've experimented with trying to play other games, I've always picked the water starter, except for, I want to say my first playthrough of, Fire Red, where I think I chose Bulbasaur. Though I did choose Squirtle for, the shiny thing I did, so that was fun. And in my attempts to try to emulate Gen 7, I actually picked Litten, not Rowlet. I regret making that choice. Rowlet and the whole line is just better. I like the Rowlet line. I go for water, but it's in Floyd Coco is too cute. Yeah. Here's the thing. I know for a fact Sprigatito is going to be popular because cat fucking course. And I saw so many people absolutely adore Floyd Coco because he's just a cute little crocodile with absolutely no brain. And he's one of the few Pokemon on my in-brain list of Pokemon that sound like Stitch. I can't be the only one, right? I shall take the Pokemon League. Have you seen those fucking comics where it's the 3 starter Pokemon and on little adventures and everything? where he kind of talks like a caveman? It's Aggie! It would totally sound like Stitch. But I chose Quaxley. I chose Quaxley as my starter. I knew everyone was gonna pick Sprigatito or Floyd Coco. I want to pick Quaxley because Quaxley was the one I actually liked the most out of the 3 when I saw the reveal trailer for. I'm like, Oh my gosh, it's a duck! Oh my god, it's Donald Duck! I want one! That was the one I wanted since the start. But I also had a feeling, given by the fan response, it was going to be the least popular of the three. And judging by the fact that Quaxley merchandise is still on the shelves, whether it be plushes in the Pokemon store or the Quaxley trading card game packs, well, I guess I was right. I do not regret my decision, though. I'm so glad I picked Quaxley. Like, as much as I like the 3 starters here, really good starters in this gen. I'm really happy I picked Quaxley. But, that's it for eggs today. Only 2 batches, and I only got 130 in, no shiny. So we're going to be back at this, and probably start a little bit earlier next time, too. We're gonna get that green owl, boy, I promise you. We're gonna get the green owl. But, not for a while. Yeah, I always keep the starter on my team, too. I mean, it's your first Pokemon. It's gonna mean a lot to you. And starters are usually pretty damn good. Because they usually give you, like, a good Pokemon to start off with, so that way you're not just using the fucking Pokemon on Route 1, which usually are just kind of E. You know? Starters are usually pretty damn good. In fact, here's my original team. My Ciruledge. My Clodsire. Udra. Here's my starter. They're kind of shuffled around right now. Where the fuck? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing a couple. Here's another one. Honchkrow. I had one more. You all got kind of lost in the shuffle. Here we go. Toad. And then at one point as the Pokemon League, Halloween wasn't really holding up. So I swapped to Gardevoir. Queen? It's a dude. So that's the joke. Yeah, that's my OG team right here. Of course I went for freaking Donald Duck. It does look like I cried when it died. Yeah, Nuzlocke's gonna be kind of rough. I wonder how Wanya's gonna hold up when he does the Ruby Nuzlocke. I'm trying to make it a little bit easier on him, so it's not just the default rules, and he'll have a bit of an easier time with it, but I don't want it to be too easy. I just hope he does alright. I could try coaching him a bit, I guess, but I'm kind of worried. Yeah, I'm a bigger fan of Gallade, but I already had a fighting type with Quackleval, with Donald, so that would just be redundant typing. I needed a fairy type on my team, man. I really should have put Doxman on the team. I really should have done that from the start, because I really did love the dog. But, no. I just really needed the fairy typing, man. Honestly, after the Ghost Gym, Halloween really wasn't doing much. Favorite unknown. Oh. Oh, it's not the answer. I was just trying to... What is my favorite unknown? I never thought about this. I don't think I actually filled it out on the favorite thing, because I was just kind of pressed for time at that point. Got the main point across. It's gonna sound kind of basic. I like Unknown F. Mainly because it's like the face of all Unknown. Like it's the one with the official art, I think. I think F is the one they use for like the Pokedex entry and everything. And, like Pokemon Go and stuff. So that's the one I'm most familiar with. And honestly, I think it looks the best out of its like letter interpretations. Because either it's really close to the letter and it's like not much you can do about it, Or it looks so off from the letter that sometimes you get it confused. I think the F one looks pretty good. Question. Do you like the You Unknown because you actually like the version of Unknown? Or is it just bait for me to say I like you? Because I'm looking at that, I'm thinking, was that bait the whole time? Both. I can see why you like it now. I think you might like it because you can do the little bait thing with it. Honestly though, there's something I would really love to do, and if I get Legends Arceus, it would be absolutely perfect. I want a Shiny Hunt Unknown. I so want a Shiny Hunt Unknown. They're too rare, and the shiny odds are kind of just in Pokemon Go for me to really get a chance to hunt them here. But in an actual mainline game, like Legends Arceus or maybe even BDSP, I totally hunt Unknown. Can you get Unknown in the Gen 4 remakes? I'm not familiar with like Diamond, Pearl, Platinum at all. Can you get Unknown in those? Besides like trading up? I don't know if you can. I know Legends Arceus you can because there's a whole like scavenger hunt involved with them where you find all the letters and exclamation point and question mark and you get like this full-on cave where the whole fuck ton of them spawn and you just get as many as you want. Like I know that's a thing. And I think Legends Arceus takes place in a past version of Sinnoh. So maybe? Who knows? I have no clue. I'm still not really an expert on this Pokemon thing. I'm kind of new to all this, you know? Like this and Go, the only legitimate copies of games I've played. Like I emulated Sapphire. I had fun with it. Still trying to find a legitimate shiny Wurmple after finding one in fucking Sapphire. You know what? While I got you here, I've shown this before. I should still have kind of good timing that it went to the burn-in mode. I'm gonna go ahead and load up my copy of Sapphire. It's gonna go into the PC. Probably the game a little bit. Move Pokemon. And this is one of these boxes. I want to say it's this one. Where is it? It's not that box. Is there a shiny box in here? Maybe? I forget what I did with it. Give me a second. 14. Do I have it in my... No. Uh-oh. I know I didn't transfer. Why the fuck would I transfer a shiny? You crazy? Where the fuck is it? Where did I put it? Where did I put the shiny? Where did I put it? Oh, there it is! There's the shiny box! Hang on, give me a quick second. Window capture. Yes. Here it is! Here we go. Unmute this audio. Turn down a little bit. All odds! I've been looking for a shiny Wurmple in an actual, like, legitimate copy of a game since. I'm so happy I found this dude. You hear about Pokemon Fusion? I have heard of it. Never played it. Maybe I will one day. This is probably a clusterfuck of noise right now, so I think I should probably stop. I should probably stop this. Turn this off. Oop. On. There we go. And then close again. There we go. But, yeah, I got a shiny Wurmple at one point when I was playing my emulated copy of Sapphire. I've been trying to find one in the actual game ever since. But Gen 9 doesn't have Wurmple in it. Pokemon Go is not around enough, even with the shiny being out. So my best bet is either getting BDSP or getting Legends of Arceus, because I think Wurmple's in both. I just hunt it there. I've been looking for shiny Wurmple to legitimate copy of the game for so long. I really want one. I want the purple caterpillar! That's what shiny Killia looks like! He's purple! I've answered the question I had out of my mind! I know Wurmple isn't Arceus. I know that much. I've seen gameplay of it. I just don't have the game. So I think once I get the DLC stuff for this, I may try to see if I can get my hands on Legends of Arceus at some point. So that also would definitely help with some of the missing entries in my National Pokedex, because the Hisui exclusive ones, you're missing a few of those. There's probably a few Pokemon that you can't get otherwise. Like, I think, Keldio's in Sword and Shield expansion pass. I have to get it some other way. I think you can get Manaphy and Fiona, or like that mythical line is in Arceus, I think. I think most of the mythicals are in Arceus. Not all of them, but most of them. I'll have to look into it. I also have to update the Pokedex thing because I got Relicanth, completed my Gen 3 Pokedex. Let's fucking go. So I gotta update that. I'm gonna post a community tab thing about it. So, yeah. So now we know that shiny Killia will probably be purple. And, I'm just stalling at this point. I should have ended stream already. At this point. We'll get back to getting shiny Rowlet at some point. Probably next week. So do I, Killia. So do I. See you guys on Thursday. Turn the screen back on here. There we go. I'm gonna be back on Thursday with the first big update to Sonic Frontiers. And then we'll probably be back on this next Tuesday, assuming everything works out in my favor. Let's hope we get that shiny owl. In the meantime, I'm gonna keep my eyes open for a Wii U gamepad, and we might get some Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric in here. We're gonna see how much that game breaks, because holy fuck, I've been playing games where the game just kind of has a fucking meltdown lately. See you guys on Thursday. Unless you're tuning into Wanye streams, and you'll probably see me on Wednesday because I'll be in his chat. He's a good man, that Wanye. He is. See ya.